Right, g'day guys, and welcome to Outback Vaping. I'm Rob, or Blurt, and yeah, once again today we have another throwback, another RDA, the Goon 1.5, courtesy of Darren Hughes over at the Australian Vape Society on Facebook. Top bloke, great bloke. And today, to accompany it, I'll also be using some juice that he sent me. I'll be using his strawberry cheesecake. Name of the juice company is eFuel. Now, get onto Australian Vape Society, look for Darren Hughes, and he'll be able to help you out with something. But yeah, today is the Goon 1.5 by Custom Vapes, or 528 Custom Vapes. So I'll take it down, have a sticky vape, know what's in the box today, because all I got was a little baggie. So yeah, let's go and have a look. So same as always. Oh, by the way guys, it's a new phone, so I'm getting used to it. Shed some light on the subject. Oh, the little doohickey came off my clamp that I use. Alright, so take that away. And I took it out the bag before just to make sure it had no machine oil or anything on it, so it was ready to use straight away. And here's our little RDA. And nice little setup. Nice machining on the outside. Now, hang on, I do apologise. It's 10 o'clock at night here in South Australia, and it's still 31 degrees Celsius. So, but yeah, I've got nice bit of branding on it. Nothing too over the top, just the Goon on the one side, plain on the other. Pretty simple on the bottom side too. Goon version 1.5, serial number, your 510 and your post pin. So the 510s protrude quite nicely. This is mechanical mod friendly, so your hybrid mechanical mods, or yeah, so, and a Goon drip tip, not Goon style, but it is a Goon drip tip. This is what they refer to by a Goon or Kennedy style, any of those things, with the O-ring mounted in the top here, my preferred style. And we have Custom Vapes 528 on the top. So yes. Anyway, so far so good. Machining looks good, a whole lot. Nice tight O-ring. Sorry about that, I vagued out a little bit for a second there, just having a little bit of a look. This has definitely been on the top of my to get list. I just never got around to it. So I did also pre-cut a couple of coils ready to go in this little bugger, but no, I have not used it yet. I've got no idea how it's going to vape, but it looks like it's got a damn lot of airflow, which is always a bonus in my opinion. Like a lot of airflow, but also like to be able to control it too. Something that I had noticed in the past was to do with the airflow. Now, don't need the base to do this, but there's your joule airflow. Turn him around, and it's supposed to be, hang on, a bit more, here we go. So here's your single airflow, so you can go single airflow all the way open. Now if you shut it down this way, you can only shut it down to about there, otherwise you go any further and she starts to pop open there, and on the opposite side there. So, and if you want to shut it down this way, well, hang on, If you want to bring it back the other way, thinking that's going to help, you can get all the way to there. You can shut it down a lot further this way than you can the other way. And keep bringing that across, and there you go. You can start to see it. That's about as far as you can go single airflow, closing it off. No, still completely closed on that side, so yeah, that's as far as you can go. You go any further at all, you're okay there. Oh yeah, you can go just that tiny bit further, and no, she was opening up on the other side. It was just a illusion. See, just opening up there, and just opening up there. So bring that back till it's completely just there. That is your bare minimum airflow single coil. Alright, don't see why you'd want to be able to shut it off completely anyway and try and vape like that, but I've seen some people do some pretty dumb shit over the years. I ain't been vaping for years or anything, but just people in general. Alright, here is the deck. Some more branding, Goon version 1.5. It is a clamp style system. These aren't spring loaded or anything. I do like they are quite nice and chunky, the clamp. Also the posts themselves are quite solid. Now, did get a little peripheral bag which come with 4 spare post screws and some O-rings and a little blue screwdriver, a Barbie screwdriver. So yeah, not too bad at all. That definitely protrudes quite nicely. So yeah, so far so good. Pretty happy with the machining, pretty happy with the way it all looks. So what we'll do is, what I did to pre-cut my coils, basically got the leg, set it up against the side here and gave it a little bit extra, so hopefully they fit quite nicely. We'll soon find out. Probably have trimmed a little bit more off, could probably have left a little bit more on, but I did pre-cut due to the fact that you're installing both coils at the when you're installing both coils at the same time like this. I usually tend to pre-cut my coils. I find it a lot easier to have them pre-cut, and yeah, just a lot easier to install them. So I reckon I wasn't too far off. Probably have trimmed a little bit more off of these ones, so I'll just grab my snips, just take a little bit more off the ends. Wasn't too much, just a bee's dick, fanny hair, Mickey hair, whatever you want to call it. Now, as I said, this will be my first time building on this. These are just some basic flats, not something that I use on a daily basis, but I'm being lazy today. Yeah, see, that's quite nice on that one now, and I'll just trim a little bit off of this one. I reckon that's pretty good on there. Yeah, that's a bit better, so I'll just trim a tiny bit off of these guys as well. Not much at all, just a tiny bit. Yeah, push the other bastard back out. Here we go. There's quite a big gap between these posts. That's where my other coils would have been a lot easier probably to install, but you get that. Just on it. That's a bit better. This one, stick out. There we go. I tend to like to have my coils on most RDAs quite close and tight to the airflow. See, there we go. Your cap's going to sit on the outside edge of this, so you can see she's push that in a bit. There we go. That's looking pretty freaking good to me. Oh, sorry guys, come off camera, gone a bit blurry on you. Anyway, get one side down. Now, because these are a 2-screw clamp style system, I wouldn't go over tightening one screw at a time too quick, otherwise you're going to start messing things up. Just tweak, 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 bit like that. So airflow comes in there. Oh, let's have a look here. So if anyone's got one of these and recommends the airflow being a bit higher, a bit lower, any other build recommendations, feel free to comment down below. Feel free to hit the like button and sign up if you want. I reckon that looks a bit better. As you can see, it's going to sort of raise that just a little bit. Want to come just under the coil and alongside it at the same time. So what are we looking at? That's looking a bit better. So basically me personally, I like the midpoint of the coil to be level with the top of the air, the middle of the coil to be level with the top of the airflow, roughly. That way the comes in, a little bit goes over, but mostly comes in and underneath. So yep, that's looking pretty good to me. Pretty spot on. Just give them another little tweak, just make sure. Don't want anything coming loose on me. Alright, now we'll pulse them and test them out. We're using the ASIM for that, as it's a 0.1 I think. Should be coming in around the 0.1. We've got 0.08. I'll just pulse him up quickly. That's looking pretty good to me. That's a bit better, a bit more even a glow. I'll give them one last squeeze. One last squeeze. Look at that, nice beautiful colour. Look at them, came up beautiful. Alright, a bit of cotton in this bastard. Take it back up the top, have a taste test, and I'll tell you what I think of it. So I hope everyone had a safe and happy holidays and enjoyed themselves. I hope nobody got in too much trouble with the police or anything like that over the holidays. Everyone kept themselves out of trouble. Ooh. I don't like that. Little bit on the soft side with me cotton today, I think. That's a bit better. Want a bit of resistance there when I do it. Now, as I said, I haven't done the Goon before, so I'm just going to go with my standard when I first tried RDA out, which is level with the bottom of the base. Found that usually gives me more than enough cotton to work with to get to where I want it to. There we go. Almost get like a bit of a squeaky type feel to it as you're doing it. No, I'm not rocking it on the Bassium either. I will be rocking it on top of the Sarov. I reckon it'll be a nice little combo. So, that looks about right for me. Now, it doesn't look like it's the deepest juice well on this thing at all. Just get rid of me flyaways. But you've got basically from the bottom of the airflow here down. Yeah, I'm very curious about this one, as the Bonza and Bonza 1.5 currently are two of my favourites. Oh yeah, horrible wicking today, really can't be stuffed. Absolutely knackered today actually. I reckon I might actually have yeah, I've got way too much cotton on that, so on the ends of this, what I'm going to do is take that out, for my liking anyway. I'm just going to take a bit more off. That's better, it's more my style. I've still got a little much on that one probably, but oh well. Alright. That's better. Alright. Well. Right, now for some strawberry cheesecake. E-fuel. Sorry about how the camera and everything else. It's a new phone and I'm sorting out all my new stuff, and yeah, just taking it easy at the moment. Very casual one today. As I said, she's a throwback, she's an oldie, but she's a goldie. And once again, while I'm at it, shout out to Darren Hughes. Please get over and onto Australian Vape Society and try his juices out. I'll tell you what, I'm a DIY man, but his juice is some of the best I've had, to be honest. Alright, just give it a little tickle. Something I do like is when I put my top cap on, can quite clearly see where it sits in the airflow. Now, going by that, reckon I could have raised them just a little bit. So, just quickly while I'm here, I'm just going to lift them just a tad. And that looks a lot better to me. So, bang that in. And I think I may be right, but just to be on the safe side, actually I'm going to take it straight back off of this quickly. Just bang it back on the bassium quickly, just to make sure we're not getting any shorts or anything attached on the top cap. Because I have got that set pretty freaking close to the sorry about that, guys. I'll tell you what, this bloody juice smells good. Haven't even got to vape it yet, but damn does it smell nice. So that's, and we came in at 0.11 in the end. Yeah, 0.11 at the end, and on with our top cap. Not getting any shorts, so that looks good to me. I always like to double check before I run anything on a mech tube. As you guys know, if you've watched my channel before, I am new to vaping myself. I only started in April last year, well, 6 months in now, so can't really say I'm new to it anymore, but on the Sarov. Now I reckon this would look friggin' beautiful on my Sarov, and that's one of the reasons why I've wanted one this whole time, is specifically for the Sarov, because I always thought it would just be a nice, neat, tidy little combo. And there we go, line up that airflow. At this angle it looks like there's a huge gap. At this angle it looks like it's touching, but I know for a fact it's not. I've tested it. So let's take it back up top and I'll give you a quick friggin' my thoughts. Alright. Sorry guys. Been a long bloody day. 48-degree heat. Again. Still better than 2 days ago when it was 52 degrees here in Port Augusta. I think the official was 48.9, but we got thermostats around town that showed otherwise. So there we go, the Goon 1.5 on top of the Sarov, and yeah, quite a nice, neat little number like that. Well, as you've seen, she's let's give her a tea. Oh fuck, airflow. That is a lot of air. It's a very hard hitting. more flavour coming out of that than I thought there would be. We'll try as a warm vape too. I'd have to, that's 2 good slugs. And so next time I'll probably pull the coils back just a little bit more. But other than that, I'm quite impressed with how it hits. Pretty easy to build on. I am definitely prefer RDA that I can put the legs in individually and screw them down individually. But that clamp style deck's not too bad. Yeah, so you've all seen it, you all know that it's out there. It was more of a case of I wanted it for the finish, for a set basically. I think it looks quite nice on top of Sarov. Have noticed a little bit though, in the right angle of light, this stainless seems to get a little bit of a rainbowish tinge on it. It's quite nice actually. But anyway, the Goon 1.5 by Custom Vapes. Yeah, and e-fuel juice. Nice little combo. Anyway, thanks for coming, and see you next time on Outback Vaping.